Hey, long as it ain't that big old rattlesnake you saw the size of a tree stump.
You better hope it isn't.
Well, old girl, I guess you're pretty proud of yourself. You finally got it right, and hopefully your slump's over with. You picked Seattle to win. They won big. What I want to know is, I don't know how much money you won. You know, you keep all the finances to yourself, but maybe you won just enough that I could get that 25 cents. What do you think? If I see you drinking pina coladas over here with some people fanning you, I know that you won big. Pocket, will her head fit through the door? She got to turn her head sideways to get through this door now? After Super Bowl? Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. Good morning, y'all. Jason, of course you got Pocket and the big-headed boss lady back there. Yeah, she's quite proud of herself after Sunday. She is. So I guess we just need to let her boast and enjoy her winnings. But I do hope y'all are having a fabulous day today. But the boss lady thinks she's back. But we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see, cause, well, let's just say she don't care about baseball and basketball, and she did do a little bit of college football games here and there, but she said that she is a Super Bowl expert only, and that she's just gonna spend her, how do I want to say, expertise on the Super Bowl only from this point forward. And we'll just have to wait till next year to see. And then, she seems confident though, I guess. I don't know. Old Peaches. Well, before we get started on this glorious day today, I got to show y'all something. And y'all let me know what you think. Y'all, come on, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I did yesterday. So you know about my whole mineral pail issue with the cows. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at Tater being a mama over here. Did he have something on his face, Tater? Huh? You cleaning him up? Goodness gracious. Tater gotta take care of that boy. Yeah. I know, girl. You gotta take care of that boy. Give him some sugar. Clean that face up. He's fitting to roll over. Good grief. That's a mama's boy right there now. That is a pure 100% mama's boy. Yeah, he is. Look at him. I don't even want to tell y'all what I was about to talk about, because this right here, I don't want to mess this up at all. Look at him. I believe look at his eyes shutting. Bless his heart. Well, I'm just going to let Tater be mama for a few minutes before I go over and show you what I did. But if you don't know, just a little recap. We like to keep those mineral tubs out there for the cattle. You know, it's got salt and minerals and some protein and stuff they need, especially when they're out there grazing. And only issue is, Moody thinks it's a play toy, or did. Now Moody's getting older, so he may quit that, but last year he still played around with it a good bit. That thing weighs, depending on what size you get, on average 200 pounds, and Moody flips that thing around like it's a dodgeball or a balloon. I mean, he just, like nothing. He kept flipping it upside down. He flips it upside down and the cows can't enjoy it or get what they need. So I'd flip it back over and he'd flip it back upside down and I'd flip it back over, and this went on quite some time. And then I was like, I gotta do something. Well, I asked some of y'all for feedback, and I got a lot of cattle people to watch the show, and one thing is to put it in a tire, but I never could find a tire that big. These buckets are big, you know, And putting it in a tire, it'd have to be a really, really huge tire. Another suggestion is to dig a small hole, which I did right here, and set that pail in the hole. And I just didn't like it either. That one kind of ended up drying out because Moody kept tossing it around so much. And then when I went to get it out of the hole, it was a little difficult, and the hole kind of caved back in some. And then I was worried about them maybe stepping off in the side of it and hurting their leg and whatnot. And so I really hadn't done anything since. Until yesterday, we went and got another one, and me and Brooke were on the same level when we were thinking about this. She's still cleaning that boy up. It reminds me, you know, when my mama go, you got something right there. She's just doing that on a cattle level, I reckon. But let me show you what we got. If you look right there, in between Matilda and Taterbug, right there you see our pail. And what we did yesterday is that we strapped it to the Moo Mansion right here. And it is out of the weather. I think this might work. So we got a strap on it and ratchet it down, a big ratchet strap, or just a ratchet strap. It's still there. I put it there yesterday, so it's still there. So Moody hasn't flipped it yet, but I'm thinking this might work. What y'all think? Y'all think that's gonna work? Let me know in the comments below, and I will keep y'all posted on this thing daily, okay? My only concern is if they push that strap down, because those buckets are tapered. They're not straight, they're kind of tapered like this. So it's wider at the top as the bottom. So if they were to kind of push that strap down, it would get low enough where it's gonna be slacking it and fall off, and then he can play, you know, kickball with it. But I'll see. I may add another strap, maybe. I don't know, but we'll see how this goes right here. I'm thinking this might actually work, I think. I guess one thing I could do is that I could put a screw in the wood post right there, but right below my strap, and that would kind of keep the strap from being pushed down. I might could do that too, that may help. But this is my plan for now. We're gonna see how it goes. Fingers crossed that Moody realizes that he don't need to be playing with that bucket. Hey buddy, if you could do me a favor and let that bucket alone, sure would be good, okay? I'm just saying, I can get you something to play with if that's what you want. But I keep thinking you're getting to be an older boy here, or a young man, I should say. Y'all know, I think Moody's going to be 5. I think he was 1-ish when we got him, so I think Moody's gonna be around 5. He's a big boy. He's a monster. Well, he's not a monster. He's a sweetheart, but he's just big, real big. We need to measure him soon, see if he's gotten any taller. He was about 6'4", right there at his weather, top of his back, last time we measured him, so we need to see if he's gotten any taller. But in the meantime, leave the bucket alone. Hey, if none of y'all have told Peaches congratulations and you want some browning points, I'm just slipping that in, okay? Just saying. I do hope that works. I mean, it really would be awesome if it did. And I think it might. Cattle curtain. We are getting, it's not started yet, but cattle curtain season might be upon us soon. And let me tell you something else that I did. So I've been doing a ton of research on the, let's just say, a easier way or a better way to help control flies. And if y'all remember one time, we tried the little parasitic wasp whose main or only diet are fly larvae. Y'all remember that? They love to eat the fly larvae. And they're just little bitty tiny wasps. They don't sting. They don't affect anything else on the farm. They don't bite anybody. They don't do any damage. Absolutely nothing, okay? And it's a great organic, natural way to control flies. Mainly house flies and stable flies. And those are my main culprits here, okay? I tried it that one time and I didn't see any results. But it wasn't that it didn't work. It was that I wasn't doing it right. Number one, you got to start early. I had started in like after the fact. You got to start it early. You need to start it before it gets bad. It's just like anything else. You know what I'm saying? You got to be proactive instead of reactive. You can't wait till you got a problem, a huge problem, and think that an organic solution is going to work. It doesn't work that way. You've got to start early. And so that's what I'm going to try again this year. I'm going to try to do it the way that it's supposed to be done, on a schedule, and see if it actually works. So I'll be getting a monthly new batch of eggs every month, and then I'll put them out here on the farm, and let's see if we have any fly or less flies. It's one thing that I want to do. I just want to see if we have less flies. If this works, it'll be a game changer, and I'll keep you guys posted and give you my honest opinion. Which leads me to this question. If you have done it before, or do it, and you do it the way it's supposed to be done, on a set schedule, starting in February, let me know if it worked, or it's working and you love it and you're still doing it, or you did it on the set schedule, you did it exactly like you're supposed to do, and it didn't work. Send me an email, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if it does or don't work, or some feedback from you guys. Lots of eggs.
Lots of eggs, and I got some of them damp, so I'm having...
Well, the humidity's rough.
Yeah, I'm having to wipe them off, and look at that speckle.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Bet a beautiful hen laid it, too.
They're all beautiful, aren't they?
They are. This one, too. Look. Oh, goodness, how beautiful.
It is pretty. Our high humidity climate here, even in the wintertime, is something that we have to work around.
That's right. They get moisture on them, and I just want to make sure they're dry before I put them in a cardboard carton.
Yeah.
And it's just best that way.
And we'll put an ice pack in the cooler and set them down in there.
That's right. And that one's pretty dry, but still want to.
Yep.
Beautiful eggs. Ooh, look at this one.
Oh, my goodness. Look at the color of that one.
I'm not lacking any colors, just the white. And they are still not laying regularly. The
Anconas.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it. Thank you. The Anconas are still not laying regularly, but you can see, I mean, we got every color here.
We do. It's beautiful.
Except for white.
It is beautiful.
And white is few and far between because we only have a couple of Polishes that lay white.
Right.
They're going to get there, though.
Yeah, you're going to have white eggs.
You know what this means?
What's that?
I don't really need any more chickens.
He's starting to think about that?
No, I mean, this one is almost purple looking.
Look at that one. Yeah.
It's a brown egg, you can see, but the tin on it makes it look like it's purple. Yeah, I really don't need any more chickens, but I'm going to get some. It's just a matter of finding the right one. I did go with you to Tractor Supply.
You did?
And we walked by.
Yep.
What, 6 troughs of chickens?
Yep.
And I walked out with nothing.
You did.
Because I'm being very selective.
You are.
I know what I want and I know what I need, and I'm just not gonna overdo it.
Right.
I got space too.
You do got space too.
But I still want to be selective.
I want to know if you want to help me do. There's 2 things that I want to do in the backyard garden.
Okay.
That I need your help with.
Okay.
And possibly a 3rd thing that I think would be really super cool that we're going to need Bobby C for too.
Okay.
And we may or may not get it done today because we're going to need a bag of concrete.
1 bag?
Probably 2 bags.
Okay. I think that might be a little crack starting to form.
It's not showing up on camera, but it may be.
I'm going to put it aside and put it in. I was listening to you.
Yeah.
I just was examining an egg at the same time.
I guess we could run, go get us 2 bags of concrete.
Yeah. I'd rather, get what we need before we start a project and then say, no, we don't feel like going to town.
Right.
So if you want to do that, we can do that first.
Sounds good.
I don't know what this project involves.
You don't. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'll drive you to town, though.
All right. All right, Holly. Let's see if we can get some today, girl. Yeah, good. Let's go. Alaska? Come on, babe. Let's go. Come on. We're gonna work in here for a little bit today. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna work in here a little bit today. You can see I'm back here in the back garden area, and I'm loving this project back here, and we're not gonna stop on this thing until I get it to where I want it. Now, we may, you know, I say that, it's not gonna be every single video. It's gonna be us back here working on this, but we're gonna work on this a ton back here because I'm thoroughly enjoying being back here. I'm more enjoying being with Brooke because she's feeling better, she's feeling well, and it's been awesome. And we're having fun. We're really having fun, and I think you guys can probably see that. And we hope you're enjoying these videos as well. I will say this though, I do from time to time, when I post a garden video, I'll get messages or someone say, hey, look, we love you guys, but I just like the animals. You know, I'm not big into gardening. I don't like gardening. Gardening's not my thing, and I love the animals. But I will say this, if I make a video, you can bet your bottom dollar that there's gonna be the animals in it some kind of way. So don't let a gardening title or a quote unquote garden video turn you away from watching the video, because I promise you, I'm gonna involve the animals in every single video, because we're going to talk to them, and we're going to do like we always do with animals. We got to feed them, we got to care for them, we got to clean the waters out, or whatever it is going on with animals. They will be in the videos, and occasionally you'll get a goat loving break. Just randomly in a video. You just don't ever know. Don't let the gardening videos, you know, say, I'm not a gardener, I'm not gonna watch it. I think you will enjoy it. But let me tell you what we got going on back here today. So I do have my bottle trees right here, and I told you in the last video that we got these two huge witches pots that I would love to put back here, and I'm thinking about putting one here and putting one down yonder where the other bottle brush is, and relocating the bottle brushes. That's one thing that I want to try to get done today back here, to see if we can get those cast iron pots back here. And then the other thing is, well, I'll just have to show you. Well, let's just go walk down here to the old barn and let me show you all of these gems we have. I mean, that we brought back from the old farm. And I'm so glad we did, even though they've been sitting here for, goodness y'all, 4+ years now. 4.5 years, 5. I'm trying to think when all that went down. I know that we still lived at the old farm after we bought this place. But let's just say 4 years. That makes a good even number. This one came from an estate sale. Well, look at there. Look at there. There's Miss Pink. She still hangs down here at the barn, but every evening she does go back to the shop and goes to sleep. Matter of fact, she was in the shop this morning when I left. After I fed the horses and did everything, cleaned out waters and all that, she still was at the barn. But this pot here did come from an estate sale. The same estate sale that we got our bottle trees from. And you can see that this one right here has got a huge crack in it right down through here. And someone tried to put tar on it or something right here. Eventually this tar came off or something, I don't know. And it's almost impossible to weld cast iron. You have to have some special setup and all that kind of good stuff and know what you're doing, and because it won't stick, or you could, I'm not a welder. I've just been told that cast iron's not fun to weld. Hopefully this thing will be okay. I do know this big one right here is heavy. You're not seeing how big it is on camera right now, but you're gonna see it when I pull this thing out or when we pull it out with the tractor, I guess. We got a Chinese privet right here that's, you know, got everything, well, blocked, I should say. The other piece that Brooke doesn't know about that I think we're going to need Bobby C, or I know we're going to need Bobby C for, is another thing that we got from this estate sale that we had set up at the old farm. This particular item was in my hydrangea garden at the old farm. I don't know if you remember that. It was my beautiful hydrangea garden I had right over there by the new chicken coop we built. It is this giant bell. Matter of fact, it's even got the writing still on it. It says Ross, I think, Meehan Foundry, 1921. I love this piece right here. I already got it mounted up and everything. All I have to do is set the pole, which I'm going to show you where I want to do this at. I want to do it kind of in the front over there, in front of the parterre garden. I think it'd be beautiful right there. And if we can get this set today, that would be wonderful. And this is why I need the concrete. Oh, Pink. Pink, you tickle me, girl. You tickle me. I tell you what, Pink, this is gonna be a job just getting this out right here. Let alone getting it up to the top of the hill and in the garden. This is gonna be a job. Definitely gotta get the bell out of the way first. Got some equipment here we're gonna have to move too. Spring tooth harrow, or trencher, or cedar. Yeah, this is gonna be a job in itself right here. All right, so remember me saying I was wanting to put something somewhere? Well, that's that big bell we had.
Yes.
And I want to dig a hole right here.
Okay.
Set that bell right here.
Think that's a good idea?
You like that idea?
I do.
That's where I was wanting to put it, right there. Or maybe kind of over, like right in here. And we'll put the chicken somewhere else. And there's no utilities over here or anything. There's no water, no power, no nothing. So on that side, so we don't have to worry about that. But I'm thinking right there, I think that'll be pretty right there. So that's what I want to do with that, and that's what I need the concrete for. So let's run to town, 2 bags of concrete, and if we can get this done today, we will. Main thing is I want to try to move those pots.
Okay.
Hey, Tucker.
Hey, baby.
Pink's down there. She was down there supervising me.
Was she?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Oh, both peacocks. Y'all look at this.
He's gonna show us.
You can see which one's older and which one's younger.
He was just facing this way. I
know
wish
it.
the big one would turn back this way.
Not Scott.
There you go. There you go.
And not Scott.
You reckon Tommy's
Look.
impressed?
Where is Tommy?
I don't know. He's usually hanging out over there.
He is usually just over there with them. No, look at that difference though.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing.
He has really...
Yeah.
I thought I saw Thomas, but I didn't.
He's gotten big, isn't he?
He is really showing out.
He is.
There's Tommy. He's eating.
Oh, yep.
Tommy's at the feeder.
There's Tom.
He said, you are not impressive.
No.
Not impressing me, brother.
Tommy said he grew up with Scott. That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Nothing.
You got a ways to go.
Yep. All right, so we got to figure out how to get this out from under here. And I'm worried about what's living in there, Brooke.
It's not going to be singular.
Could be rats.
I'm not worried about rats, Jason.
Could be snakes.
I'm not worried about rats.
But I think it's too cold for snakes, don't you?
Nope. I had a friend, come up on that side, that just this morning was out weeding her garden, and she wasn't wearing gloves. She reached down and she felt something a little awkward. Lo and behold, she had her hand around a snake.
Oh, jeez, Manelli.
So it's not too early for snakes.
What kind of snake was it?
She relocated it and said it wasn't poisonous. And I didn't want to be a keyboard warrior and tell her no snakes are poisonous. So I just read her post and knew that it wasn't venomous. But she did say that she had a critter carrier that she had purchased for
Yeah.
times like this. Because she moved it to another area of her yard. Is it down far enough?
Yeah, I'm still worried about the snake. They relocate this camera. I might relocate myself. Hey, long as it ain't that big old rattlesnake you saw the size of a tree stump.
Woo-wee. You better hope it isn't. If it is, I'm gone. I'll see you later. I think we want it as low as it'll go. Was there anything living up under it?
Nothing living under it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You gotta be
Absolutely
kidding me.
nothing. No, nothing. Look. Zero, zilch, nada. Nothing.
Oh, it's there. Because you couldn't see it in her picture either till you zoomed
Oh,
in.
you couldn't?
No. It was the same color as the leaves. I never would have saw it.
There's nothing there.
All right, let's go ahead and hook this other one up.
Okay. It's right in that privet too.
Hand me that strap.
Hang on, I still got. Well, yeah, go ahead with it. You take the, yeah, just like that. Can you get it around past the trunk?
Push this privet back. Hopefully, if it pulls a little bit,
It'll get out of there.
yeah.
Okay.
You're just gonna have to watch it because it's right up against that tree.
Okay.
It might slip off.
All right. All right. Back. Yeah, let's flip this one over and put it in the bucket, don't you think?
Yeah. Ready?
Golly!
You should just let me pick that thing up and move it.
Man,
It's beautiful.
isn't it pretty?
It is
Ooh, big
beautiful.
old wolf spider.
Are they venomous?
I think they'll, they're not like black widow, but they can hurt. But I'm not scared of spiders. They don't bother me. They do not bother me in the least.
All right, I gotta figure something out.
I think I got the double gate open over here
Yeah,
on this side.
I'm trying to figure out if I got this. I need to move the skid steer back.
Okay.
All right, going now.
It don't look that heavy.
Oh, it's heavy.
It's way heavier than you think.
It's heavier than that one, it feels like. You want me to flatten it?
I think so. Then we'll just wiggle it up there. I tell you what, I can lean it up and you want to drive it under it?
That good?
That's good. Perfect. I kind of want it in that corner. Can you get through there, you think?
It's rolling.
What is it?
The pot's rolling.
Oh, jeez, Manelli. I thought you was pointing something at my feet.
You gotta have to put your hand on it.
I'm already gun shy. I know I gotta level it. You still laughing at me? Oh, goodness.
About as far as I can go.
Okay, that's fine. I want to put this in the bucket and take it on out.
isn't that bad.
I got some rocks behind it.
I think it's fine. May I come help you?
Uh-uh. Thought it would slide in there some, but it won't. Okay. I may have to put some rocks around it to keep it from moving on us and get it level. That's where I wanted it. Let's see what it looks like. Does it
We
look
need to
okay?
clean it up a little.
Probably that. It wouldn't hurt to spray paint it black.
I don't think we want it to look perfect,
Yeah.
but the algae could come off of it.
Yeah, the algae definitely come off of it. Holly, why you got black feet?
Holly, why do you have black feet?
What do you think?
I think it's good.
Think that'll work?
It's here.
And got that one down yonder. Got a couple of pots by it. They may not stay here. We need to clean that one up too, Brooke.
Yeah, we do.
Clean that one up. I got
Had a
these
bee.
moved over here. Oh, you got a bean?
I did. Can't I just dig that privet up real quick?
That privet has been about to drive her nuts right here. I don't think it's gonna be as easy as she thinks. We'll see though. Maybe so. Never mind. Because that came right on up like nothing. You want to get the chain and pull it on out or leave it like it is? Hey, pull it on out?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on just a second. Ooh, I see a spot right there. That should work. Well, I must say that looks a lot better.
I wasn't leaving till that was done.
I see. Making sure I ain't see no movement over there, Brooke. There sure wasn't nothing.
Make sure you're far enough away.
Yeah.
That's a sight better, isn't it?
Yeah, it's way better. Goodness gracious, it's way better.
Now we can get those blocks moved.
Yep. We can actually take those blocks to the garden because that's where we're going to use them. You pushing it on the burn pile?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get out your way. You sure you got that in?
Yeah.
It's fine right there, isn't it? This is what's heavy.
You want me to move closer? I can come around and come.
Yeah. Move closer, for sure. That looks way better.
It does, don't it?
I'm glad you talked me into it.
Pulling the thing up?
Yeah.
I wasn't leaving till it was done.
Oh, goodness.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That'll be about enough for one plot.
Good. I'll walk backwards and you can walk forward.
All right.
Perfect. How awesome was it that Mary went and got our concrete?
Well, I call it just Uber concrete delivery. What you think?
Yeah.
And it says she arrived at home, so she should be pulling in just a second. which saved us what?
An hour
at least.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna put my hand down in.
Can you do that? Okay.
The hole's kind of wonky.
It's okay. We'll just get it in there. We'll fix it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Drop it.
Drop it.
Perfect.
That's okay, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it looks good.
Yes.
We stand back and look. Oh yeah, that's it.
That's perfect.
That looks good.
I knew it when you said it in the hole. I actually thought it was too far this way.
It looks perfect.
But then I was thinking about the mount and
Yeah.
not being too close to the concrete and such.
I think both bags. I don't think put no dirt in there, do you?
No, I don't think put dirt in there. Ring that. Here, you want to come over here so you got a empty spot?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm in the rose.
You okay?
Yeah, it just stuck to me.
They ain't thornless, are they?
Well, we need to level it first, or are we good?
No, we're good. We'll leave it once we get this going. Right there.
A level dinner bell at that.
Level one.
Love it when a plan comes
I
together.
do.
You picked a bad day to wear dark colored overalls.
You know it.
It does make you look like a mason or
Something like that, don't it?
something. A hard laborer.
Level. Level. We're good.
Ready for some water?
Ready for the water.
Don't want all that dusty. That's gonna be pretty.
It's gonna look great. I've been wanting to put this here for 2 years. I bet. Ooh, another successful day. Out here harvesting some collard greens. Brooke said she wanted to eat collard greens tonight. And I certainly appreciate y'all hanging out with us, helping us out there in the backyard garden. Each day it's getting closer and closer. Each day. Still not near there yet, but definitely getting closer and closer. And I cannot say it enough. I'm so happy Brooke's feeling well right now. And I know that can change in a blink of an eye. But I'm just thankful and grateful that that's still continuing to be the case. We thank y'all. We appreciate your thoughts and prayers. Hope you have the best day ever. And y'all be good.